Meet with me is Modern. What is going on? Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. That's one Brit. That's two Brit. You got two guys from the UK, and they're trying to do the fight where? In the United States of America. New York City. Oh, brother. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego in the back with some more boxing. In today's bizarre storyline, Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, a fight to me that's overdue, past its sell date. Two UK guys, they're trying to do this fight in all places in America. Play the clip.
For boxing, as they say, hey?
Yeah.
And finally, I'd get lynched if I didn't ask you about Fury AJ while we're here.
Yeah.
The latest with that, New York's the last thing I've heard.
Yeah, I'll be honest, like I've said it in a couple of interviews now. I think this is the first one I've given in 24 hours talking about it. So the current update is everybody wants to do the fight in New York.
What? Bro, boxing, we're in a weird timeline and era in boxing. I mean, it's sad. It's like I understood and always understood that boxing is a business, but come on, people. Now you got two of the biggest UK heavyweights of all time, and they're talking about putting that fight in America. It just seems weird. Like, first they were doing the fights in Saudi Arabia. The crowd didn't seem the same. Now you got two British guys instead of doing it at Wembley. Remember back in the day, they were like, Joshua's committed to Wembley and he's going to fight, and then he's going to fight Tyson Fury. They've been jaw-jacking about this fight for years. It's never happened. Fury didn't look great in his last fight. Anthony Joshua got dropped by Pringles in one round, even though he stopped him in the following round, round 2. It's just like, this ain't even the fight, and then you're going to bring it to my country? You're going to bring it to America? I guess. I mean, it's just not even making sense. Like, Anthony Joshua might even have nightmares about New York because that's where he lost to Andy Ruiz. So I don't know who's pulling the strings. I guess Netflix or Saudis or TKO. But he just told you everybody wants it in America, which is weird to me.
Apart from Anthony Joshua and me. We're under a huge amount of pressure, and we're being told by Turkey Al-Sheikh and those guys, look, Netflix particularly, you know, they really want to do the fight in the US. And it's almost like not a please Eddie, but like, we're partners, we're paying a lot of money. Come on, you have to kind of understand that we need to put the fight in where we feel is commercially the best place. I don't agree with their arguments, but I'm not paying the money. Do you know what I mean? But we wouldn't have signed the contract if the fight was in America.
Yeah.
So we have to have a discussion around that.
We wouldn't have signed the contract if we knew you were trying to put the fight in America. Now, I mean, obviously that's a detail you should go over, but I don't know that I would have ever envisioned that America would be where they're trying to put this fight, right? It don't seem right to me, and it just goes to show you that boxing has lost the plot. The first person that gave me this news was Kamal Oz. Shout out to him, you know, Eagles Army. And when he told me, I'm like, are you sure about, like, I'm thinking in my head, like, are you sure about that? New York, like, not even Vegas. Like, if you had to do it in America, maybe Vegas, but it just, I don't know how to explain it. Certain fights, they seem like they belong certain places, right? I just don't feel like New York is, and I love New York, but it just don't seem like where I would envision two British guys fighting. Shout out to the Punch podcast. The link will be in the description so you can watch the full interview. But Eddie said he's not bluffing. They really don't want it in America. So they got to have conversations.
Then you've got, Nick Hearn phoned me up from TKO and Zuffa, sort of saying, come on, can we be involved? And I'm like, what? Why? Why would I let you be involved? Well, we think we can make the fight bigger and blah, blah, blah. Okay, like, if you tell me some reasons why I should let you be involved in it, are you going to let me be involved in the next Conor McGregor fight in the UFC? No, of course not. So what? But I'm also not like stubborn enough just to go, no, like, I'll listen. But the other day they kind of wrote to us, said, just to let you know, we'd like to announce the fight for New York. I said, no. I said, you can't. Like, and by the way, there might even be a situation where they go for it and do announce it. And you'll probably see me coming out quite quickly and say, no fight. Because I promise you, if they announce that fight without an agreement in place to change the venue, there will be no fight.
Yeah.
And we ain't bluffing. So we feel really strongly that this fight should be in the UK. I also have said many times, I want it to work for everybody. Like Turkish Sheikh spending a lot of money on this fight. If you really feel that commercially you're going to be so much better off doing it in America, okay, but how does that reflect on Anthony Joshua? Like, and at the end of the day, I've said it before, we kind of want to say, well, if you want to do it in America, you've got to pay us all this money to change. Because we're not really bothered about the money. We want it in England.
Yeah.
So we want to make it so much money, they just go, oh, do you know what? Let's just do it in England. That's our dream scenario. But they might pay the money. And then we've got no choice. But, in an ideal world, let's just do it in the UK. But I can't tell you which way it's going to go.
Wow. Again, we're in a weird timeline. Boxing is down bad. I have not seen boxing look like this. I feel like every single fight is struggle and strife. Like, a lot of people, they were like, Turkey saving boxing. I don't know if it's the war in the Gulf or what. The Saudis pulled back some of the money, but now all the people who are saying Turkey saving boxing and TKO and Riyadh season changing the game, they seem to keep struggling getting these fights off the ground. Remember Conor Ben and Ryan Garcia? We kept hearing about it, no announcement. And it took a while. And De La Hoya was doing kind of what Eddie Hearn's doing, right? De La Hoya was like, no fight, and I didn't agree, and Golden Boy got to be involved. Like, and it sounds like that continues to go on. Now it's happening with Joshua Fury. Eventually, Ryan and Conor Ben did get agreed to. Dana White, I guess, is the promoter, Ryan's own promoter. I haven't really seen him at the like press conference at Fan Fest and all that. So I don't even know what's going on, right? Eddie Hearn, he's like, there's no fight unless we do an agreement. These people told you that they are already agreed to fight and they were doing interim fights, which is risky, but Joshua won, Tyson Fury won, and now it's another hurdle, an obstacle, and they're trying to put it in America. And I, to be honest, I agree with AJ and Eddie Hearn, for real. I feel like it is really a UK fight, right? Two British guys, British promoter. AJ won a gold medal for Great Britain. Why would that just randomly go in America? Like, that's why I said we're in a weird timeline where I don't even know who's pulling the strings and why. Like, decision making don't even make sense. Take me back to HBO and Showtime when it was just them two. I feel like boxing was in a way sweeter spot when it was HBO and Showtime. You still had Golden Boy, you still had Al Heyman and PBC and Schaefer and all them, and you still had Top Rank. Floyd was on Showtime towards the end. Pacquiao was on HBO. Give me that. I could deal with that. Because eventually they fought and other fights were still happening, good fights, and people were coming up. I don't know what boxing is on right now. I really don't. It's like two of the British fighters that are the biggest fighters in the last 15 years, and they're really trying to put it in New York. And normally I wouldn't complain about a fight coming to my country and being in America, but it feels weird. It feels odd. Like AJ and Wilder makes sense in New York. Fury and Wilder makes sense in New York. Something like that, right? But two British guys, it's just like, would you do AJ versus Dillian White? Do the fans even care about this fight? Let me know in the comment section. Do y'all even care about this fight? So they're saying it's commercially viable. I think the audience and the market that may have more feelings towards this fight, if you're trying to make a profit, I don't know. Again, the people in suits, they tripping. To me, I feel like the UK fans would be more about it, supporting their own, putting it at Wembley. And then just make sure the times align with American show times. But we'll see how it all plays out. Weird stuff.